Good morning, guys. You're watching Amber and the Am, which of course makes me Amber, and this is everything you need to know to talk sports with the best of them today. The Tennessee Titans remained unbeaten for another week despite trailing 14-3 at the half in Jacksonville. The Jaguars probably felt pretty good about their chances early, but Kerry Collins' Titans surged in the second half for a 24-14 win and a perfect 10-0 record on the season. Collins had 3 touchdowns, while Albert Haynesworth dominated on D. Jags fall to 4-6 on the season with their playoff hopes down the drain. The NFL saw its first tie in 6 years as the Eagles and Bengals just couldn't find a winner on Sunday. This one was brutal. Donovan McNabb threw 3 interceptions and lost a fumble, while Cincy botched its only scoring chance in overtime as Shane Graham pushed a 47-yarder wide right. 13-13 was your final nearly 4 hours after kickoff. And in keeping with the bizarre final score theme, the NFL had its first 11-10 final in the league history yesterday, thanks to the Steelers and the Chargers. Jeff Reed's 32-yard boot won this one for Pittsburgh. With just 11 seconds left, the Steelers actually should have been awarded a touchdown on the game's final play when Troy Polamalu returned an errant lateral to the end zone, but the officiating crew incorrectly called an illegal forward pass, keeping the unconventional score intact. Elsewhere, Tony Romo and the Dallas Cowboys saved their season with a 14-10 win in Washington, while the Giants absolutely dominated the Ravens for a 30-10 win and a 3-game lead in the NFC East. The Vikings' 19-13 loss to the Bucs, coupled with the Green Bay's 37-3 rout of the Bears, created a 3-way logjam atop the NFC North. In the world of NASCAR, Jimmy Johnson is your Sprint Cup champion for the 3rd consecutive time. Only one other guy has that accomplishment to his name, Cale Yarborough, who did it 30 years ago. Johnson basically just had to avoid wrecking at Homestead and finish in the top 36 to take the championship over second-place finisher Carl Edwards. He ended up 15th on the day, while Edwards led nearly the entire race en route to an extremely exciting finish. As in this one, he ran out of gas, sputtered across the finish line, but he made it for his 9th victory of the season. Edwards won the battle. Johnson won the war, taking home NASCAR's biggest prize on a surprisingly cold night in Miami. Trust me, I was there. On the hardwood, Shaq was ejected last night, but Phoenix did just fine without him, beating Detroit 104-86. He was tossed for a flagrant foul with 5:19 left in the first half when Rodney Stuckey went up for a layoff and was sent crashing chest first to the floor by the big Aristotle. Shaq blamed Stuckey's hard fall on the laws of physics. Nonetheless, the flagrant equated to an automatic ejection. Imagine that. His teammates more than made up for his departure. Amari Stoudemire had a big night on his 26th birthday, 29 points, 11 boards, and Steve Nash added 17 with 7 assists. A rough night for new acquisition Allen Iverson, which is 9 points on 4 of 17 shooting. And finally, the BCS standings look the exact same up top after the college football weekend, with Bama, Texas Tech, Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma all sitting at 1 through 5 respectively. And that, guys, is everything you need to know in the world of sports today. If you miss anything, you better stop, refresh, and rewatch. I am Amber Wilson, and you have a marvelous Monday.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.